Hi ladies and gentlemen and everyone else. I want to welcome you back to day 40 of my 55-day journey, phase 1, 55 days of going from being unemployed, overweight, and broke to a place of prosperity, wealth, and happiness. Thank you for joining me. I hope if you've been following my video blogs that you're getting some useful information, some good book recommendations, and are feeling better about where you're at in your process of whatever you're dealing with to wherever you're going. And I hope you are being successful and are following along and getting some good information. Today, what I want to talk about in the day 40 blog is I want to talk about learning and about the importance of continuing to learn even though you're currently unemployed and going through the situation. You're probably super focused, hyper focused on finding a job as well as cutting expenses, doing those things that you need to do. But during this time, you need to allocate some time for yourself to learn and to read books and to go online and look up video blogs and things like this that are useful and helpful. Go and do some research, Wikipedia, on different topics. But you need to be immersing yourself in a wide array of topics and things that you can learn about. Harry S. Truman once said that it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. Again, it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. And I think that that is something absolutely amazing. For any of you that might be over a certain age, you know that when you were younger, and especially in your teen years, you thought you knew everything. For those of you who are here that are maybe watching that are teenagers, I mean, no offense to you, but we always think we have everything figured out. We know exactly how our life is going to play out and know all the answers to all the questions, or at least we think. And then as you get older and grow up and realize that the more you know, the less you know, that there's so much out there that we don't understand, and there's so many variables that it's almost difficult to always know the answer to every situation. So you got to keep learning. But I think that's great that Harry S. Truman's quote to learn after you think you know everything, to keep learning. And so I want to encourage you, if you've noticed, if you've followed up on any of my weekend weekly wrap-ups, you'll have seen probably my bookshelf in my office in the background. I typically have that as a backdrop for those weekly reviews, just so you don't always have to stare at this clock or whatever new thing I'm putting in the corner of these blogs. But if you follow those on the weekend wrap-ups or the weekly wrap-ups, you'll notice that I have a bookshelf with a lot of books. I have another one out in my living room with a lot of books. And what I want you to notice is not, oh wow, Damien's got a lot of books, big deal. But it's that the topics of books that I have books that basically cover every gamut of everything from religion and theology to psychological books on different psychology aspects, on substance abuse, self-help. I've got books on business, books on military. There's fiction books, there's non-fiction books, there's poetry, there's business books. There's books on how to conduct various aspects of business, whether it be real estate or writing a book or coaching or presenting or talking, technical trades. There's books on cooking. There's books on hobbies. There's books on you name it. And I'm not sharing this with you to impress you. That doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you understand that there's a reason that I have so many topics and so many different books I read. It's, A, I'm a very curious person and I like to learn a lot, but secondly, it's because I found that people who read books outside of their comfort zone or outside of their realm of experience tend to, have a broader and a better idea of things that are going on in the world. They have a better sense of people and how people act and what motivates people and things like that. And it's just been really useful and helpful for me. I went on an interview not too long ago, and well, now it seems like it was a long time ago, but I went on an interview, and one of the things they asked me to state what it was that I thought was my greatest attribute, and I told them that it was emotional intelligence. Unfortunately, the gentleman that asked me the question didn't really understand or get what emotional intelligence was, and a lot of people don't. But emotional intelligence is simply having the idea and understanding of being real perceptive about what's happening around you, so that you know what you know based on experiences and books you've read, things you've learned. You just have a real good emotional intelligence on what affects people and how what you do and say it impacts other people. And you get that emotional intelligence by reading and by immersing yourself in learning new things. So I want to encourage you, learn new things. Watch TV shows you may not watch normally. My wife and I were joking around. I watched more Martha Stewart in the last 4 weeks because we got rid of cable. We had to cut cable to save money, and I'm watching This Old House, watching all these shows on PBS that I never would have sat down and watched, and was kind of forced to. And now I'm really glad that I do, and I'm enjoying them because I'm learning so much more about other things. So with that, day 40, I want to encourage you, keep learning, set time aside every day to learn something new about something that might not be in your sphere of expertise or knowledge, and you'll find that you're going to be a lot more well-rounded when you get back into the workforce. So have a great one, and I will catch up with you on day 41 tomorrow. Take care.